So,
it's that time, folks.
Yo,
That time.
what's happening?
So first and foremost, we want to say welcome. Honestly, y'all, we just playing around. This is not official, but then again, it might be. You know, it might be something we might just upload as far as being our first show.
if it's jiggy.
Yeah, if it all comes out wonderful and it sounds good. So, welcome to Hits, Cuts, and Bruises, a culture conversation. Something that, who would y'all say started this?
Spank.
Spank?
Yeah.
Okay. So Spank get all the credit.
Bobby
Absolutely
Lee.
all the credit. So,
God did it.
that too.
God did.
So, Spank, if you would, introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Larry Shealy, El Spanko,
Spanko.
and I'm considered as the cuts of Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. Us, and we all from Riviera Beach, and we're here to give you culture conversation. It's cutthroat, it's clear, as crisp, and as real as you can get.
Facts.
And speaking of facts, we got Miss Tori next to us. Want to introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody. For those who do not know me, I am Tori Washington, a.k.a. DJ T-Moe. I am the hits from Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. I'll be giving you music information, the latest music, my opinion on me, and much more, etc., etc., etc.
I like all those exceptions.
Yeah, ECC.
And finally, I'm Kenneth Adams. I am the Bruises. Now, my AKA is my old DJ name, so you didn't know about this.
Uh-oh.
I started being a DJ in the 8th grade
Oh, shit, man.
on my CD player. Y'all ain't know nothing about that.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Some CDs. People will famously know me for playing Poison with Hot 105 in the background.
Okay.
Cut off. I was on my tape player. Hot 105 got me. But
Did you have spitballs in the tape to record?
ain't none of that. Man, he was on the radio. I was recording from the radio.
Well, let me tell you, I tried to mix back then, too, and it was awful. I tried the cassettes with Eric B. and Rakim, I can recall. And when I tell you, it was awful at best.
All first mix.
My first time playing, and I'm going to tell you what it was. It was one of them, it was like a Panasonic stereo setup. And, just like you said, a home stereo. And I thought I could stop on record and try to mix something.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite work. No.
Ken, it'd be nice if you introduce your new nickname.
Oh.
From Hit, Cuts, and Bruises.
So, my new nickname is Kennetic.
Ooh.
So you can basically, the way I look at that is somebody who's magnetizing, somebody who's polarizing, somebody
Energetic.
Yes, very energetic. And as far as the bruises, I am the one that essentially, I always tell the truth. Everybody that knows me tells the truth. In addition to that, I do have a show on Instagram.
Blunt.
Yes.
Let them know.
It is Kennetic 1. It's under Ken's Questions.
Right.
And I've been doing it since 2018. This is actually a new venture for me, and I'm very happy to have company. When you're doing those shows by yourself, it's fun, but it's not as fun as sharing opinions and bouncing ideas off each other. It gets no better than that.
That's right.
Because when it's just you and your audience in front of you, yes, of course, they will have the capability to interact with you. But a lot of times, it's just you, and having the capability to say, all right, Tor, I think that's bullshit. And then, Spank, I don't like the way you put that.
Right.
Just having that interaction makes the show different.
Right.
And we're trying to do something that has never been done before at all. I know it's a lot of podcasts out there, y'all. We know that. But we hope that, and we think that y'all have actually tuned into ours. And I hope we're able to give you something that's different, that's just normally out there in the market.
That's right.
Right.
So, our idea today is kind of like an introduction of ourselves. But the way we're going to do it is we're going to ask each other questions. Now, these questions are not practiced. We don't know what we're going to ask each other. And that's kind of like the mystery. So none of us know.
Improv.
We haven't discussed it at all.
Yep.
But I hope these questions help for y'all to actually get to know us better. And then, of course, in the comments, y'all can always put questions as well. We'll answer those questions honestly. And so, who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
Whoa, hold on,
I'm
Jamal.
going to ask a few questions first.
Yeah.
Of course, this is impromptu, nothing,
Yes.
nothing rehearsed. So he has no clue what I'm going to ask him, but I am curious to know what makes you select Huarache sneakers or love Huaraches over any other shoe that Nike, Adidas, Reebok, or any other company has put out.
Dolphin colors, too.
But he got him. He loaded. I don't know if you ever watched his podcast in the background.
Yeah,
he got shit set up all neat.
Yeah.
You know, all stacked up.
Maybe we're searching for a Huarache sponsorship.
Well, let me just say. I'm gonna say something. Let me say one thing real quick, Spank. Okay, and I'm gonna go back in probably like '93. Back when my brother was up at FAM, I used to go up there during spring break and during the summer sometime and just hang out. I'm going to shout out one DJ, Frank Love. He was a DJ up there. He had on the first pair of Huaraches I've ever seen. And I can honestly say, when I got back home, the first thing I mentioned to my parents was, hey, listen, man. We got to find, y'all need to take me. I got to find this shoe.
Yes.
I got to find the Huaraches. I ended up getting me a pair. I've had a few Huaraches.
Me too.
But back to the question. What makes you choose Huaraches over any other shoe that's out there?
All right. So it's two parts to this answer.
Okay.
And I'll have to refer back to why I shoot my show in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
So on my show on Instagram, my background is my closet because where's everybody's secrets?
In the closet.
In the closet.
It's a good one.
So that's why my show is shot in the closet.
Okay.
And that's where my shoes are behind me. Because in that show, I want people to be open and honest.
Right.
And I do two shows.
Okay.
So it's a show that's regular that I actually will record and I'll post it.
Mm-hmm.
And people have an opportunity to kind of see that back. But I do a second show that's called After Hours.
Mm-hmm.
After Hours is for everybody who don't want their information out there. We talk about adult content, sexual topics, and it's very raw and it's wonderful. I've had some incredible shows that happen real late at night and people don't see it because I don't post it.
The freaks come out at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're,
Got to sign a disclosure for that.
so that show is, not that it's a secret because I always advertise it, but it's adults only.
Yeah.
And it's a safe space because you got people who have spouses that they ask me questions that they don't want their spouse to know that they've asked.
And it gives them an incentive to stay.
Yes, absolutely. So the Huaraches came about because of a flaw in another shoe.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
So
Which shoe is that?
this shoe is Adidas Climacool.
Okay.
So Adidas Climacool, any sneakerheads out there, y'all know these are some of the lightest shoes that I've ever made. And essentially with the Climacools, you actually, they're basically like wearing a sock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Literally. It's all mesh. You only have rubber on the bottom. But there's one big problem.
What's that?
The bottom of the shoe has holes to let air in it.
Okay.
Right? Great for when you run a marathon. Keeping your feet cool, things like that. That's why they call it
when you're in
Climacool.
mud
Or it's
grass.
raining.
Yeah.
So when it rains, your socks get wet.
Yeah.
And, if you got these shoes on, you trying to look cute or whatever, and all of a sudden, no, that's not a good thing.
That's a problem.
Now, when I find a pair of shoes I love, I buy all the colors.
Yeah.
So I had gotten up to probably about 9 pair of Climacools.
And
And a lot of sneakerheads out there, y'all got 1,000 pair of shoes. I'm not a sneakerhead, anywhere close. But what ended up happening at my job, I stand up all day. I can sit down, but that's not the way I work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I need comfortable shoes. So not only fashionable, but I need comfort.
Right.
So all of a sudden, Huaraches. I had Huaraches. I got my first pair when I graduated in '91. So
What
go ahead.
what color?
These were the
Original?
I think it was the green.
That's the original. The orange.
Yes.
And purple, right?
Yeah. But I didn't have the purple ones originally. I got the purple ones now.
Yeah.
But I think it was the green ones that I had.
But that color combination was sick.
Yeah. Remember when Chris Webber and them had them?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
that's one Frank Love had on.
yes. So these
Lost my
shoes
mind.
you have to wear at least either a size or half a size large. If you don't,
They come small.
they come small.
I got some Hirachis. I know.
Yes. What happened with mine? I had to cut the back, and I made them into slides.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
But that's old school.
Yeah. That's all.
Reebok Classics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cut the
When
back.
they too small, cut the back out or cut the toe out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Mhm.
So,
Get
but
on.
I was hurt that I had to do that to these shoes. Now, comfort wasn't a big thing back then for me. I
Right.
didn't know, but I just liked the way it
Age set in. It's all about comfort
It's
now.
all about comfort.
Yeah.
So that's why Hirachis came about.
But
It's a wonderful story.
well, let me tell you, I love Hirachis too. Let me just say that.
They're nice.
And that's how I know they come small.
Yes.
I know you have to. Something is going to be a problem.
Don't be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I go to my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that you are. Let me see how I put this. Well put together. You think things out. You're mine. So the thinking of wearing your Florida A&M sweatshirt.
Yes.
What brought you to wear that for this episode?
I am a proud rapper. So, once again, graduated class of 91.
Congratulations on that.
No, not
Nobody never told you, I'm sure.
from Palm Scars.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
excuse me.
That's still a congratulations, though. I mean, everybody don't graduate from high school. I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, you went from a gator to a
but
rapper?
not a Florida Gator.
A reptile.
Get it right. Now, Florida A&M, I am an absolute proponent of historically black universities.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
The issue that we have, and thank God for Deion Sanders for bringing attention back to this. We really and truly have to encourage our children to go to HBCUs.
Yeah.
The main reason now is you'll have people on the outside who don't realize what it's like being black in America.
Right.
And they will find some type of offense to us supporting our own when you have other cultures that are allowed to do it without apologies.
Right.
We're the only ones that got to apologize and got to make reasons for why we want to do things and why we want to go certain places.
Right.
Thank God for FAMU, because you can basically look at somebody who might not be from the same area as you, but
they look like you.
got the same experiences with me.
Right.
You know, it's like, wow, man, we can talk, we can actually share and break bread and, just accept somebody unapologetically from jump.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You really get a good sense of closeness when that cafeteria closed at 4 o'clock on Saturdays. And even early on Sundays. That's HBC. You really get a... We're friends for life. You got snacks?
And a TV.
Yeah.
And a radio.
It gets lonely. It's on campus.
Yes.
It's tough.
Yes. When I went to FAMU, I went with my 13-inch television.
Mm. 13.
And I had my radio that had auxiliary input from my VCR.
Mm.
And I had... Yes.
Hold on, Jamal.
He said VCR.
What is that?
When the last time you heard that?
Never heard of that before. I'm a little young. I'm a little younger. I'm a little younger than you guys.
Cassette recorder.
I'm a little younger than you guys. I don't know what the hell that
These
is.
kids, they don't know the struggle.
They don't know what tracking is.
Oh man.
EP.
That's
They don't know what
right.
none of this stuff is.
Man.
Thank God they don't have to deal with it.
Oh, they would.
Yes.
They broken. This generation they tore it up.
Yeah.
What are those lines?
Fucking.
What's going on? Oh my gosh, this is
Rewind.
what?
Mom, Dad, help!
And shout out to Blockbuster. I used to work at Blockbuster.
Wow.
Just think about that. How what word I want to use, how old school Blockbuster is considered now. That was shit back in the day.
Is it still over?
No.
They did.
The last location closed last year. Or was it 2 years?
They tried.
But
Not, you know, they have Redbox. That's deep.
That's about to fall off. That's about to fall off too, though. I don't think I see Redbox anymore in front of Walgreens.
Well, Publix still has them. Walmart still has them. The thing about Redbox and any physical media, if I got to take it back, that shit ain't going back.
Well, listen, you know people know how to break the system. All you got to do is get your copy machine and copy it, put it back in there. You know,
bootleggers, one-on-one.
Hey, man. Unfortunately. All right. Well, that was my 2 questions. That was
pretty thorough.
Yeah, you know, I didn't want to throw something. You know,
he was
a little background. You know,
the Bruises was ready again.
Oh,
damn.
My son called. Well, I tell my son I'm called always ready guy. He gonna cringe right now. Dad, it's not good. Oh my God, he's so corny.
That video you sent me was funny.
Yeah, I saw it. Hey, maybe we need to have one with our sons on, all our sons.
Oh man,
that would be that's
interesting show to say.
Hey, black guys still deal with their sons. Message.
Yeah.
Message.
Absolutely.
We do that.
Proud parents.
That's right.
I'm a proud parent.
Me too.
So, since I was asked the first question,
okay,
I'm gonna go over to Spank. Okay. So, Spank.
Hey, what's going on?
As a barber.
Okay.
If you take off too much hair,
okay,
you cannot put it back.
Can't.
Have you had that situation where somebody had a nice fro, you sneezed, you coughed, or whatever that situation was, and you cut off too much hair?
Of course. Man, I got some. What you do is you do your best to basically make sure the customer don't see what the hell happened.
That's a good answer.
Really. Because one thing about it is I learned how to cut hair by fixing haircuts.
Right.
No disrespect for like to the flea market. Remember the flea market?
Yeah.
I was cutting on my porch. And a lot of guys, you know how our generation is, our culture is, I would rather go to a nice setting than pay my homeboy.
But that's the federal guards.
No, actually, that was more. Whew. Oh man! Oh yeah, definitely. You talking maybe National Village?
Jeez.
Okay.
You know, I've been cutting for like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point that you in a beautiful setting just like you want it.
Yeah.
But it's not the haircut that you want. So you come to me to fix it. So I'm coming in hindsight is I actually became the barber that I am by fixing haircuts. So if I can mess up, I can fix it.
Right.
It's plenty of times I have done something, a nice afro, Martin Luther King afro, nice. And the guard came off.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And it's like, as long as the customer don't see what's going on, I can fix it.
It'd be just a little bit shorter than that.
But in some situation, it went down to the scabbard. Look, buddy. Look.
It's on me.
Something happened. You got 2-3 haircuts on me. I got that.
Wow. See,
that's good. That's service.
Yeah. I have done that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I have done that. Because, we all are imperfect. You know what I mean? You would love to leave with a perfect haircut, but this shit happened. That's a real true story.
No.
At least 3. He had at least 3 cuts. He was. And then when I did, I showed him. I said, "You got so much hair, you can comb over it."
F that patch.
Yeah.
3 weeks in. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Saturday.
It's crazy. Like every week, it was like it's growing. It's getting better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got 2 more cuts.
Yeah. That's all he cared about. But that actually happened though.
And good customer service.
But also that's what honestly paid off.
Yeah, it did. I mean, you know what? One thing about it is, in anything that you do in the public, you're a DJ, you're in customer service or whatever, and media, word of mouth or whatever can hurt you and can help you.
Oh, bad news spread faster than
Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
So fast.
And at the same time too, you got some people that are so the egos are so heavy to, we all, you know what I mean? We all make mistakes. And it was a point that particular time I felt better than somebody that blasted me on Facebook or social media that what I did.
I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you this: if I get a bad cut from a barber, and I've got a lot of bad cuts from barbers, and still paid the $20, $30, now I heard.
And you can cut.
Right. Well, I heard haircuts not $60. That what I heard. I ain't been in the barber shop in a minute. Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's the paintbrush edition.
Well, let me just say this.
I don't do paintbrush.
If you mess me up and you offer me, hey man, I got you on the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say? Thank you. I'm gonna still pay you, give you your tip. I appreciate that. Let's do it. And I probably still even pay you anyway, but just because
but
it's extended that.
Yeah, and it's all about, like, for example, if you have somebody do some work for you and they charge you charging me like you don't want to do no more work for me.
Right.
Charge me like you want me to
come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
You know,
long money is better than short.
That's right. That's right. And my thing is, if honestly or whatever person to come back, I want you to come back. And this ain't no one time thing. You know what I mean? Well,
you what you do, you build a lot of relationships with people as a barber. You're actually a stylist. So and
a therapist.
Right. That's why a lot of people come to vent.
Yeah.
They don't have nobody else to talk to. But guess what? They feel comfortable with that barber because that's somebody they may see every week or every 2 weeks, So that's what's up.
Yeah.
I also think with the barber situation is you have the spotlight on you.
Yeah.
You have one individual that's completely paying attention to nothing but you. Very rarely do you have the barber where he talks to the whole entire shop. I think it's a group discussion.
Right.
Of course. That's where, and plus it's a sense of community. So,
because that community wants you, good or bad, they ready.
Things that, especially ladies, if your husband is gone on Saturday morning for 4 and 5 hours, you at the barber shop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it takes so long.
But you know what, Ken? It's therapeutic.
It is.
Sometimes you go to the barbershop and we take it for granted. When I was growing up as a child and my dad took me to the barbershop, it was an experience. You may go from one conversation 360 all over. You're going to go from sports.
Yep.
You may go dip in religion a little
politics,
bit. Politics. You're going to do entertainment. And you know what? I think that has been lost a little bit.
Oh, of course it has. It's right now. Barbershops right now is it's too business. It's too stuck on the haircut.
Right.
It's not.
You got to focus on making money.
It's not. You listen.
Making money is great, but at the same time, like I say,
it's the relationships.
Yeah, relationships, conversations. Some people need that time to vent. Us as black men, we rarely get to check on our mental health.
Absolutely.
And at a barbershop, a lot of times that's what you get to have that. Right. That's your outlet. You get to vent some experiences you've had. And sometimes, it's more male, generated as far as the conversation goes. But you get to get that as an outlet. I think it's missing a little bit.
Bring back the old barbershops.
Barbershop conversation.
All
right. Cool.
I understand.
Segue.
All right.
Yes.
For your second question?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this one isn't barber related.
Okay.
This one is Tampa Bay Buccaneers related. Okay. Now,
yeah.
I'm not a hater. Okay. I'm not. Let me start on that.
Get thick.
Absolutely love Doug Williams. That's how far I go back.
I watched that game.
I am a Doug Williams fan.
You watch that game, man?
Yeah.
So, as someone who loves Doug Williams,
right, what it stands for,
despises Tom Brady,
because
Dolphins are it. Dolphins are it.
What if you was playing freeze tag?
Oh goodness, I knew this was finna get. I knew it was finna get.
Can I ask my question without? Without somebody believing they're on trial. I ain't even got a question.
I love it.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So, as someone who had to accept an enemy of their team, to run their team. How did that feel?
You know what I learned from that is what he's saying is the enemy is TB12, Tom Brady. Always been an enemy of him. Never really liked him. But what happens is we all envy a winner some kind of way. And I always kind of wondered, it wasn't that I envied him. I think I envied the winning. It wasn't the winning. I think it was Belichick. Because you have all colors, all nationalities, and everybody. They want to play with that man.
Yeah.
So, regardless of what color he is, people like that guy. Mm-hmm. And he know how to motivate people. And people want to. They'll jump through a window for him.
They'll bleed for him.
Yeah, and that, and leadership, as playing sports, you play sports. Yeah. If you have a leader that you're willing to jump through a wall for, that's 95% of the battle.
You buy into the system.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Can I throw a monkey wrench in that?
Uh-oh.
I'm listening.
Uh-oh.
Because you mentioned Belichick. I didn't even want to go there.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Belichick is my issue because of the cheating scandal.
Mm-hmm.
So the cheating scandal, and of course, the deflated balls,
mm-hmm.
and of course we had, the little massage parlors up in Jupiter. We had, but
they had a killer tight end.
Hey, absolutely.
They knew it probably
talent,
after the first couple mergers.
Talent is absolutely there. But do you think it's fair to the rest of the league that they were allowed to basically keep their championships?
Well, one thing about championships in NFL is a multi-billion-dollar operation. And when you talk about stripping somebody from a championship or whatever, you're not just stripping it from the organization. You're stripping it from the fans all over the world. And one thing, you're going to get a whole different kickback that's just something that you don't want to tap in. Yeah. So what you do is you hit the millionaire's pocketbook. They hit the millionaire pocketbook. Yeah, it would have killed us. We would probably just coming up for air. It don't hurt them, but to the average person and the fans and the people that it matters to, $100,000, $500,000, they say, okay, that's good enough, because that's not our type of language.
Right.
It don't hurt them, but it looks like it to us as a fan. So as far as, was it too much? I mean, was it enough? It's never enough, but you got to think about the fan base. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's basically it. Nah.
Okay.
All right.
My questions are done.
All right. Well, cool. Cool.
I'm in the hot seat, baby.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Well,
I'm transparent.
Yeah,
y'all throw them at me. I'm transparent. Give it to me.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ask you both one at a time. Hey. Tori.
Yes, sir.
By you, we're going to stay on sports right now. You know what I mean? How does it feel to be a Laker right now? Because it's a loaded question. Loaded means it's a question within a question. You have an expiring bald head LeBron right now. He might be hell with a bald head. Who knows? Because we've been begging for him to get a bald head. So please, he was 1-2 in scoring last year with a half bald head. So he might be major. But the thing is, you have a point guard that you don't want in Westbrook. Wait
a minute.
And
it's this question
loaded. And you have AD, the unibrow, aka Plastic
Who
Man.
Just got, though?
Plastic Man.
Who just got?
And y'all got Schroeder again.
And who else?
Schroeder never left.
And who else?
Y'all brung back Carmelo again. And
y'all should go and get Kyron.
But what I'm trying, the loaded question is, what does it take to even be relevant, even talking about playoffs? Because right now I think it's far-fetched. It's really cheating the game to be talking about championship. We got it because you have AD. he's arguably one of the top 5 players in the league. But
I'm a Lakers fan, but
he can be.
He can.
He has to go see the Wizard. What happened with the Wizard? He had to go get hard and courage. Wizard of Oz.
Well, he's injury prone for.
But go ahead, it's loaded.
But I'm gonna just say this: I'm a diehard Lakers fan. You know that.
I do.
I don't want a lot of money.
Yeah. When you ain't supposed to. When the shit got bought off before he even, it's bigger than him. But go ahead.
So I'm a diehard Lakers fan. We have ups and downs. Every franchise does. This year, do I think we're a championship contending team? As of right now, no. It hasn't been enough changes, in my opinion, for us to be that. Do I think we could be in the conversation? Maybe if a few more moves are made, possibly. But I'm realistic as well. So, do I see us going to the championship this year? Probably not. Probably not. Do I see LeBron playing with his son in a couple years? Possibly with a Lakers jersey on? First time ever in the NBA?
Think so?
I do see that. They just dropped the age. You know why?
Give it a shot.
I mean, that's it.
It's you know what? I saw a study the other day, and it says that every sport that is predominantly black or brown or minority, whatever, it's a cap on it.
Right.
Age, money, what have you. So it's about time.
Well, let me just say this. LeBron is pushing the envelope.
Very good public guy.
Yeah, as much hate as he get, you got a lot of people that down the Lakers. Hey, they do this, they do that. They lost LeBron hairline, all of this and that.
Oh, it's dead.
He's doing a lot of leg work behind the scenes to make, for one, the league better, and to give younger athletes, African American athletes, awareness of what it takes to be a businessman as well as an athlete in the league.
Absolutely.
So, I love him as a person for what he's doing. He get a lot of flack. He got a lot of pressure as well as an icon, as a Laker superstar. A lot of weight come with that. A lot of pressure. You expected to win championships when you play for LA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every year.
Absolutely.
Every year.
Regardless of who on the team.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's the kind of pressure LeBron puts on himself. He's been in the championship like 9 of the last 12 years.
He can handle that type pressure.
Yeah.
He a lot of people not built for that. And like I said, you have a lot of LeBron haters out there that say this and that. Oh, they talk about everything. But, they don't talk about that. He's putting schools out there.
Yes.
He educating people. He's putting money into Florida A&M University to better their athletic program. He's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people fail to recognize.
I told you it was a loaded question. Now it's a loaded answer.
I'm going to give it all to you. So the thing is, for all that pressure and weight that he's carrying as not only an NBA basketball player, but as an African-American male that is a superstar that a lot of people look up to as far as our youth, he's doing a great job. Will they win a championship? Maybe not this year. We got a few more things, but it's a lot more bigger issues going on that I think he's addressing that a lot of people miss, and they're more focused on what he's doing as far as rings and things of that other nature.
Yeah. But one thing that people needs to realize that when you have Davis, Westbrook, and LeBron, they make up like 85% of the salary. And that's kind of like, it's tough. You know what I mean? You have an additional 15, 20% left on your salary. What moves can you make?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, and you can't take stuff like that back. But in my opinion, Westbrook wasn't the best move.
Nah.
Chemistry, it happens. You rolling the dice when you a franchise and you trying to put things together and put a championship team together. Was Carmelo a good move? Maybe not. He's in the later years of his career, and he's probably,
no consistency.
Right. He's older. You can't expect him to go out there and give you those numbers that I think they were expecting.
Right.
It wasn't practical.
No.
So, I'm thinking, in a few more years, a few more pieces, LeBron is on the tail end of his career as well. Mm-hmm. It's going to have to be another superstar that comes in. And I want to bet you my bottom dollar the kid's going to be his son.
Now, is it possible for him to play with all three? Him and the two boys.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. His other son, I don't know if he okay.
Right.
I don't know if he's NBA worthy. I mean, I'm just.
All right, not to talk about LeBron's son. He has to really start averaging double figures first.
Well, I'm talking about the second.
I'm talking about the first. I'm talking about
the first
Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie. I mean,
he gonna get in there just off name.
Nah, that ain't how
it don't works. Always
the
work
NBA.
like that.
The NBA is really tough. It's very tough.
Well, I'm gonna just tell you this. First and foremost,
that's the plan.
That's a lot of pressure on his son.
I don't like it. I don't like how they're doing it because one thing about it is, it becomes a strain for his mental development. Yes, it probably gives him strong to make him stronger as a player, whatever, but it's not equating physically and on stats.
Well, LeBron said that's why he didn't want to name him LeBron.
I know. I heard that.
It's a lot of pressure regardless. Right. Yeah. If I was an ex-NBA player, guess what? My son would be feeling hella pressure, thinking, hey, I got to walk through my dad's shoes. Yeah. I got to perform for him and make it.
It's like natural. That's going to be natural.
But just think about this, man. If you had to walk in those shoes, you'd be doing the same. You'd be trying to, hey, I'm going to put out the best. I'm going to go out my best.
No. The thing is, I think what's going on with him is one thing about sports is what you've done for me lately. I don't care if you're a fan or whatever. That's the proven fact about sports. That's the black and white. Yeah. And he has to really, because what's going to happen is, going out on the strength of your father, whatever, it's only gonna last for so long.
It ain't gonna last.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that,
because he's averaging like 3 points a game.
We'll move to the next question because I know we can stay on there for a long time. But then what I'm gonna say, it won't last because just because you're LeBron's son, people gonna come at you extra hard. Yeah. They're gonna feel like If
it ain't fair, it ain't gonna be fair. Like that. Like when Bron first got in the league, it was tough for him.
Right. But the thing is, he was battle tested. Yeah. He was ready. His son, on the other hand, people gonna go at him just because you're LeBron's son. And if I went through the mud to get here, yeah, and you get here off of the strength of your dad's name, not saying he's not good.
I know it's just let him develop.
I'm gonna put some pressure.
Let the kid develop. If he got to go to college, Let him develop.
Well, just think about it. And I love the Lakers to death. I love LeBron to death. I'm a diehard Laker. But he putting the strings to make.
Oh, of course. For his legacy. What I don't like about LeBron, a lot of things is, when you're the first to do everything, a lot of things, such as him, because you can compare him and Mike, he has done a lot of things that Mike didn't do. Mike couldn't do.
But this is also in the social media
area. Yeah. So no. Trust me.
It's a difference.
No, but I'm saying.
Before you even keep going, let me just say this. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, but I'm a realist.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, let's not get it misconstrued. He's the GOAT.
No. I don't like, you know what? To be honest with the GOAT situation is, whatever area you come out of, you the GOAT of.
Right.
Just plain simple. Dr. J was a GOAT.
He was a GOAT.
Magic was a GOAT. Kareem was a GOAT. And then you could, you know what I mean? It's whatever. It's no one, no for nothing. Because for one, nobody should be a GOAT over Kareem. I mean, it's just a true story. You know what I mean? So
he was all, bro. He was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm honored to have a chance to watch.
40 years old doing a skyhook.
And nobody could defend it.
Nah.
I know.
I remember.
And we can talk about this. Y'all want to go to the...
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
I'll take it from whoever.
I promised I was going to do one dollar like that. For you.
Yes.
Okay. with all your accolades as far as dealing with electronics and all the things that you have learned from out of college up to now, what is your favorite electronic device to deal with, and why?
This one's easy. This one is, without a doubt, hands down, my watch.
Okay. Which one? What kind of watch is that?
I noticed that.
What kind of watch is that?
I have, of course, an Apple Watch. It's a Series 7.
Uh-oh.
And
Segway.
Segway. Don't worry. All the information you can find on YouTube.
Message.
And no, it's not the newest one. I don't need a new one every year. But the capability to receive the amount of information that I get in such a small device, the capabilities to always be connected. Sometimes for people, they might think that's a bad thing. The way I see it is, my son in Thailand.
That's great.
If my son need me, I don't care what's going on. We could be here right now. I look down at my watch, it's my son.
You getting the message.
Guess what's going to happen?
Yeah.
It's shutting down. So that's not as a worried parent. That's as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my son just turned 21. But he's still my kid because I'm still taking care of him.
He's still an African American male in America.
Message.
I can say it 4,000 times.
Yeah.
We got to protect our babies.
Yeah.
Because America is not made for them.
It's cruel.
It's very cruel.
Yeah.
And I've always said that other races get a chance to know better, right? We don't get that chance. You just better know. Mm-hmm. When you hear things and you see things on the news that say you're in the wrong neighborhood today, people actually tell somebody you're in the wrong neighborhood today. Amazon drivers in the wrong neighborhood today. So let me get on my soapbox, but back to my watch. The capabilities to change my band every single day. It's a fashion statement. You know, you'll notice that there's a piece of pink that's over here.
I see that. That is detail.
Always on purpose.
That is detail.
Always. Everything on purpose.
Message. Apple.
So when I'm able to, you know, match my bands with what I wear, and it's also a stainless steel model.
When you look good, you feel good.
You feel good.
That's
absolutely do.
Yeah, that's period.
Those
mental health.
Yeah, those are things that essentially when you get up in the morning, and those days always compare to that first week of school, that first day of school, that first week.
Laying them clothes out.
Lay them clothes out on your bed because you know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Ain't nothing better than looking good and feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, on a daily basis.
Yeah.
If you feeling good and you looking good, you're gonna go out and give the best representation of yourself.
Hands down.
Absolutely.
You know, so I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And
no shade. That's
yeah.
And you know what, man? Tori and I both we Android guys and stuff like that. So we don't have as many
gadgets
and stuff like that. But we stick our chests out. But when y'all pull out, and turn around, we looking.
Yeah. We watch.
We watch.
We watch.
We gonna we come right behind you. I tell people all the time, there's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
The freedom to buy what you want is invaluable.
Right. Priceless.
Right.
Exactly.
People come with assumptions. It's like, I know you just like, no. The things and the reasons why I stick with what I stick with without going too deep into it, because those that are watching, y'all know why I can't go deep into it.
We know. That's why I alter my question for that purpose.
Absolutely. I didn't want to.
So, it's one of those things that people think that there's no other choice. Or people assume that I don't have other devices.
Right.
My main device that I use, that I interact with probably the most, is my NVIDIA Shield, which is an Android device.
Oh,
So-
so about the glasses?
No. For my theater room.
Oh,
So my theater room, that's running off of an NVIDIA Shield.
But I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, it's what works for you.
It's what works.
yeah.
What's most convenient, whether it's Android,
Absolutely.
whether Apple.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Don't-
Even though I carry an Android phone, my DJ computer is an Apple computer.
How about that?
Guess why? I know it's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
I know when it's time for me to, right. When I'm in front of 8, 9, 1,000, 2, 3, 4,
You need
5, 6,
work.
I can't stop and I get on the mic and say, hey everybody,
Give me a yeah.
I have a HP computer and it's taking a break. I'll get back to you in 10 minutes. Give me a second. I can't. I need reliability.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
even though I'm team Android on the phone for right now, when it comes to other things, as far as DJing, I got an Apple computer. I wouldn't change it for the world.
There you go.
I've shut down with HPs. And guess what?
That's your money shut down too.
Yeah. But I'm
Won't
getting,
happen.
I'm getting weaker.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting weaker because my wife, my son, my daughter.
All got out.
I'm getting weaker. I mean,
Apple.
oh man, I'm talking
You're
about
outcast.
nuts are getting real.
Let me stop.
Nuts are getting real slim right now.
I'm gonna shut this down now.
Okay.
Before we go too deep into it, let me ask my question.
Okay.
Because we're gonna segue real fast. And no, I don't have to edit. Y'all know. But so because you were talking about DJing,
Right.
okay? You were talking about how important it is, in front of thousands of people.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you gotta play the song that not only this person wants, but this person wants, this person wants. All these people want what you have to perceive is the next song.
That's right.
Now, my question is, what happens when that's the wrong song and that dance floor go,
If it's the wrong song,
yes.
you better damn sure
Bring them back.
have the next
Okay.
selection ready
Yeah.
to come behind it quick.
So, with that, comedians get booed.
Okay.
Have you ever been booed as a DJ?
Never
Never.
been booed as a
Never.
DJ. Never in my life.
Mm-mm.
Good.
As a DJ,
Good.
been booed.
And he's so good, he can have a Chris Tucker moment. I was just bullshit, man. Act that ass. You know what I mean? He can have he's so good. You know what I mean? He can have a Chris Tucker moment, man.
Well, let me tell you, the thing is, okay, as a DJ, you have to think ahead.
Yeah.
You have to be 10 steps ahead of the crowd
Yeah.
and know where you're going before you take them there.
Right.
So, say for instance, if I have a song that's a maybe, hey, I'm gonna try this shit.
Right.
I'm feeling froggy tonight. I'm 2 shots in.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1,000 people out there, and I want to see if they're gonna feel this. Like I feel like they're gonna feel it.
You feeling the vibe.
Before I get ready to play that,
Mm-hmm.
I got 2, 3 other songs ready. Because what happens is, as a DJ, if you play a song and it goes opposite of what you're thinking, it's gonna be twice as hard to get the energy back.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got to do, you got to hit them with one, hit them with another one, hit them with, and then you almost back where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So as a veteran DJ, sometimes I jump out there on the limb. I might throw something out there because I'm feeling like, hey, I want to try something different. This crowd may gravitate to it.
Right.
Even though I got that in the chamber, I got 3 more ready. So just in case, just like he was saying to Chris Tucker, I was just bullshit, man.
Yeah.
I could slip him out, and if I don't get the response I want, I'm right back with this one. Right. And once that hits you, you're going to be like, yeah. You know, like on what's the name of the game? The Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Oh, you get.
And finish
No,
him.
that's not fun.
Street Fighter. Oh, you get.
And then
Oh, you
finish him.
Yeah, you gotta have that, because what people don't understand is it's hard as a DJ to bring the energy back.
Mm-hmm. Once, especially when you lose.
Yeah, well, once the dance floor packed and you got them there,
Keep it, yeah.
if you come with some, excuse my friend, some BS, you got to be ready to come right back with the right song. Because once you lose it, it's just as hard. So some people, like say for event planners or people that do events, you know, they'll stop the DJ a million times. Hey, we want to make this announcement. It's 80 people on the dance floor. The energy is at an all-time high.
Right.
You finna make an announcement about mimosas. Yeah. We got mimosas at the bar. So now everybody go sit down. They finna get their wind back up. You know, the 40+ crowd.
Exactly.
They finna get their wind back up. Now I gotta get that energy back up again.
So with that, our crowd 40+. What is the one song that you can play all night? You just got one song. You're gonna play it back to back
For the rest of the night?
40+ for the rest of the night. You're gonna choose one song.
Yeah. That's pressure. But I can pick one. I'm gonna pick one. If I had to play a song over and over again for a 40+ crowd
for 2 hours.
For 2 hours straight.
2 hours straight.
It'll probably be Frankie Beverly Mays Before I Let Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucker slide all night. Just slide right out. Just slide right out. And let me just say this. That was a good question. But that song never fails. If you have a age group, I mean, I'm not talking about the millennials and shit. They don't give a damn about Beyonce version or Frankie Beverly. They don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Now, did Beyonce ruin it?
No.
Well, did she improve it?
I'm not going to say she improved it. What I'm going to say is Beyonce made it sexier.
Okay.
So what Beyonce does, I'm going to tell you, when I play Frankie Beverly and Mays, the 40+ up crowd going to jump up. The 60+ up crowd going to jump up. Anybody that know the song going to jump up and sing it.
Right.
They're going to be incorporated with it. When I play the Beyonce version, any female in the building, 20 up,
she got it.
They're going to feel like they're a part of the song that's being played, what's going on. You know, Beyonce give it that sexiness for the women.
Right.
So that's the other, and as a DJ, you have to sit back and think about some of them selections you're playing, because now when I play Before I Let Go to Frankie Beverly and Mays version, I come halfway in it a lot of time with the Beyonce, just to give that younger crowd a chance to say, hey.
We ain't forgot about you.
Yeah.
We here too.
Yeah, we here too. I'm vibing with you too. Right. It's the same song, but this my sexy. I can get my sex on. I got my heels on. Let me show them. Beyonce telling me what to do. You know, so it's a little different.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Only in the mind of a DJ.
Man, let me just say that. The mind of a DJ, man, us as DJs, me and my fellow DJ, this up here, if you don't have the type of brain that can you're not made to be a DJ. If it ain't moving like this in your head, you know, if you up there and there's where do I go?
Yeah.
It ain't for you.
Right.
You got to have a mind to be able to read the crowd and say, okay, I got women out there. Let me cater to them right now.
Right.
That's 9 times out of 10. Let me cater to the women. Men gonna follow.
Right. That's why it's ladies' night.
It's always ladies' night. In my head as a DJ, it's always ladies' night.
Absolutely. Because there's more of them than the guys.
It's more than the guys, and guess what? If the women dancing, guys are interested. A bunch of hard heads out there on the floor. Yeah. The club finna end out real quick. It's not a party. So you know, a lot of time, and that's what distinguishes your great DJs from your mediocre or good DJ. You got to be able to look out in the crowd and see what's out there.
Absolutely.
If I look out there, I see some New York cats or some people look like they done got the up north. I'm gonna throw a little Biggie in there. I might throw a little Nas in there.
And they go, and you get that look from him like,
yeah, he's a veteran DJ.
Yeah.
He feeling me. He see me.
Yeah.
He recognize me.
That I know.
As a lady, as if it's ladies out there. I'm gonna give them a little bit of that, love that man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give them a little bit of that R&B feel. So guess what? They could feel great as an independent woman, or a little bit of that Fantasia.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To get them involved.
You don't want me, then don't talk to me.
but guess what? When people walk out of the club, them songs bring about emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it to another place.
A lot of times when you hear songs, whether it be from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, it take you back to where you were.
Absolutely.
At the time when you was listening to that music.
Absolutely.
So me as a DJ, I look at that. If there's people in the crowd that's 50, 60, 70, I want to take them back to the OJs. I want to take them back to what they grew up on, or so they can reminisce and say, man, when I was in high school, boy, I used to knock them down.
Yeah.
I knock them down to the, so me as a DJ, that's where I have to do that. Your great DJs do that. Some DJs not old enough to understand that.
Right. But
me as a veteran DJ, I'm 45 now. I know how to go into a crowd and look and say, hey man, okay, I got 40-year-olds over here, I got 60-year-olds over here, I got some 20s over here. I'm gonna let these 20 hold on for a minute. Let me take care of these older folk, get them in the groove first.
They're gonna leave early.
Right. They're gonna get 2 drinks and they're gonna be tired after they slide. After they slide by 2-3 times, it's time to sit down. I get y'all 20, 30-year-old on the back end. Y'all get y'all drink, let them kick in. Let me take care of the crowd right here. Okay, now let me go on and get y'all in the mix.
Is there a song that everybody loves, but yet you wish you never had to play?
Jeez. Wobble.
Yeah. And that other one too.
It's a couple.
It's a few.
I like it too, but let me just say, after you hear the wobble 3,000 times,
because they come into the booth, they want to hit again.
I have people come to the party. Hey, you played the wobble? Yeah, I played it, man.
What about that stroking and that other shit? You remember that
blues type shit?
Yeah, remember the one we were talking about?
I get it, and I play it, but I'd rather play that than maybe like the wobble. When I tell you,
Sometimes.
yeah, I might go lay down. I be wanting to lay down. You want the wobble? God damn.
So please don't ask for the wobble.
Yeah. Yeah. The wobble? At all times, that's what you want, the wobble? Come on, man. And right now, you can almost get away with back that ass up or back that thing up.
Man, you can say it. It's our show. It's okay.
That's more anthem than the wobble. And you play back that ass up. You might have some 70-year-olds they're gonna get up there.
Try it.
Yeah, they gonna do it.
I promise you, my mama part.
Listen.
I promise you.
You know what your brother told me, right?
What?
Before your mom's party, your brother said, listen, my mama's song was back that ass up.
That's right.
He said, I want you to play it every 30 minutes.
Yes.
That's good.
He said, I don't want the clean version.
No.
He said, play the dirty version.
Yes.
And he said, play it every 30 minutes and let them know this was my mama's song.
That's right.
And guess what? I played back that ass up. It was a celebration.
It was. It's always a celebration.
Head from the Black Pack perform.
There you go.
It was a wonderful,
That's a blessing.
wonderful.
Bro, I guarantee you I played back that ass up at least 10 times. At least.
And no complaint.
No.
Everybody
came with him. Play that shit again.
Damn right.
I know you should play that shit again. My mama would love you. She'll love you for. And I said, you know what I said? Say less.
That's right. No problem.
No, what?
Ain't gonna play it every time like it was first time.
Come on.
Yeah. And it's all about pleasing the people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's family though.
Yeah.
It's a difference too, I wanted to make sure, at that party, everybody, I ain't give a damn what it took. I want to make sure everybody had a good time.
Yeah. And that's the mindset from the beginning.
Well, not only that, they shared with me their mom vision.
Yeah.
She wanted to make sure everybody had a great time. Like it was a party, not a going away or sad occasion.
Yeah.
So that was my job to make sure that happened. And whether I play back that ass up 50 times,
it's going to be
I want to make sure, because guess what? Miss Adams, she was my friend. Yeah. I love Miss Adams and Gerald. So that was my job.
And I think with that situation, people saw my dad's funeral, and it was pomp and circumstance, and it was we got this proclamation from the city, and we got this person talking, and Mr. Adams helped me with blah blah blah. So it was more of a kind of like a strict,
right,
more regimented, more traditional type of funeral.
Right.
My mom was like,
but I was in the backyard for that conversation.
When y'all put me in this goddamn ground,
bro, I was there for the conversation.
I want a party.
She said that. I was there. I heard it.
Party.
She said, don't try to do no funeral, don't do no. I want a celebration. Yes. I want a party. So
and, you can imagine, I got a lot of traditional cousins, who, nothing wrong with going to church, nothing wrong with praising the Lord every Sunday. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
My mama loved God, but she wasn't a church lady.
Right.
And it was one of those situations that you have to respect this person's wishes, independent of what you think this should be. And I think that, once people got there and they because you might say it, but until somebody actually sees it, and it's all real dead ass serious, and it was like,
that's what it's all.
It's like, wait,
I want to have
like a party.
It was great.
Yes. And I was like, don't wear no black.
Bruh, it was great.
Beautiful colors.
And let me say this, Kenneth. Let me just say this. Y'all family to me.
Yeah.
I got my hair cut there faithfully by your brother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom and your dad, I was tight with both.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that knows the recipe. Okay. The great recipe that your dad has for the gumbo.
Nigga. He's supposed to say that at the end. Don't get it fucked up.
He shared it with me. Yeah. So the thing is, to take care of her wishes and make sure that happened, man. It was wonderful. It was great.
But you do a good job setting the tone, though. Let
me just say this. Their mom was almost like a second mom to me. Mm-hmm. Going to y'all house, watching Irk and Jerk, what they used to come on, Jukebox.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sit over there, bro, on Saturday, watch Jukebox with Keith. We do stupid shit like put 22 and bullet caps on our tee. Like we got the gold tee. Bro, so it was a special moment for me. It was an honor.
Yeah.
For me to be able to
get back. Yeah.
To be able to do that.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think what ends up happening as well is that was in 2019, so that was 3 years ago. And we've had friends and family members like, that's what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely. It's the way to go.
Anybody who is seeing this, anybody that's asking what's the magic, you have to have alcohol.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because it's a situation where people walking in automatically thinking it's going to be a sad occasion.
Take a shot. Soon as?
Immediately. But I'm talking about you got to serve alcohol at the function.
Right.
Because without alcohol, it doesn't work.
No, I agree with you on that.
Emotions take over.
But I'm going to say this. From the times I had, believe it or not, before that, I had an event prior to that. Mm-hmm. So I was rushing to get there. I usually like to be set up well ahead of time. But when I tell you it was buzzing, music wasn't even playing yet. I'm setting up. Buzzing. You could tell everybody was ready to celebrate her life. And to see that, it was a pleasure. It was nice, bro. It was, instead of a sad occasion, we had it up.
That's what it's supposed to be, though.
When I tell you, head ran up to me, hey, play my song. I'm finna perform. It's flashback now. T-Moe, I'm gonna perform. Just play my song. Play a couple of my songs. I got you. No, he ended up doing the full fledged. He pulling jokers out the crowd, and bro, it was a celebration of life. And a lot of times, like you say, the traditional is totally opposite.
Yeah.
It's sad. Because you know, I was at your dad's too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and like you say, it was traditional. You know, you had people speaking and this and that. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, the only joyous part of it is when you got up there and spoke.
Yeah.
You got up there and broke the mold.
Yeah.
You say, hey, listen, you know, we're gonna celebrate. This is not. I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember where I was standing. I remember what I had on. So, you know, for it to go a total 180 to that, it was nice. It was nice.
That was also my parents. You have a public persona.
Right.
No matter what.
Right.
We all have public personas. Coach, DJ.
Right.
Activist. You know, I have a public presence.
Right.
I have people that essentially look at me and say, I like what he does, or I don't like what he does.
Right.
But you got to take it both. So when it came to my daddy, we already knew it.
Yeah.
We already knew it. We knew exactly what it was going to be because you got to go with the public persona.
Right.
But my mom didn't have that.
Right.
My mom was a teacher. You know, she got me to teaching. You know, I taught for 4 years because my mom.
Right.
And it's one of those things that now all of a sudden you get cut loose because now you know what type of person your mama was because I'm like the bruises coming from my mama. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not fuck your feelings. What it is you got to deal with mine because I'm going to tell you the truth.
Right.
And the minute that you don't like what I'm saying, whose problem is that?
Yours.
Not mine.
Right.
You asked me for a reason. So those are things that essentially happen. And, you know, the fact that we recognize that our parents are different and we basically gave the reward. This is exactly where we're going to have yours. This is where we're going to have yours. So I've done a show about estate planning. I've done a show about will writing. If y'all don't have your wills together, it's a good time. Here's the season. Holidays coming up.
Right.
Have those tough conversations.
You have to.
You have to.
You have to.
We're lucky. 3 black men. I'm in my late 40s. Y'all mid 40s. We made it this far.
Yeah. It's a blessing.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
It sucks to say it.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. This is our reality. It's not anybody else's reality. This is our reality.
Before we go forward, I want to go back.
Go ahead.
I want to go back real quick. You guys' house, when your dad and mom used to hang out at the house, you know, and invited us as young adults to hang out, whether it be just listening to oldie goldies on the radio,
mm-hmm.
possibly having a drink,
mm-hmm.
talking about old times, reminiscing.
Mm-hmm.
It went totally different from what I was brought up to. You know, my dad never drank. My mom didn't drink.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they didn't believe in having a good time, but with me, having a good time was what went on at the Adams house.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll never forget that. You know, whether it be birthdays, 4th of July, whatever it is, they accepted you as who you were. Your mom and your dad always extended out to me as a young adult. Hey, if you want to have some drinks, have them in our backyard.
Yeah.
Don't have them out there in the streets. And if you're going to be somewhere, be here.
Right.
With family.
Mm-hmm.
I always respect that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that'll always stick with me. You know, it was a little different, like I say, from what we did at our household. But I always felt like family.
And that's what makes us, you know, crazy thing. That's what makes us all different, but we all the same because we all share something in common. We all are fatherless. Our fathers have done their time. they made impression in each and one of our lives one way or another, some different way, different ways.
Yeah.
We all are parents. So we all share that in common. And to have something in common with your counterparts is it's a big thing, because sometimes at the end of the day, although you all have big memories and big parent moments, but we also have a void that's missing.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Y'all have that in common.
we all had that in common. I lost my dad at 2016.
By 2020.
Yeah.
Mine 2019. No, sorry, 2015.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. When I look at you, Spank, and when I look at you, Ken, I see both y'all dads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it be, you know,
I definitely
Face
see
expression.
your daddy blowing his damn whistle.
His ice cream.
Yeah.
You can sit down.
You can sit down.
But you know, I see that in you.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, I bonded with your dad
Oh
a
yeah,
lot.
of course. I know.
You know, a lot.
You know it then.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so your dad as well. I was tight. Like I said, he the only one. Keith called me about the gumbo. He called me about how dad made gumbo, because we sat in the kitchen and Mr. Adam was telling me, I don't tell nobody my recipes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to share this with you.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, that's one of my kids' favorite dishes. Believe it or not.
See?
Yeah.
It takes a village, man. That's what and us as culture conversation as well, and culturalists as we are, you have to understand that us as communities, Black communities, minorities, whatever, we're coming to our last days. And one thing you gotta understand is memories, new memories, old memories, whatever, that's all you got. That's something that nobody can ever take away from you.
Fact.
Great thing. Great deal. And that's one thing about it is when all the spirit and the energy and everything good or bad leave your body, you're just a vessel.
At the end of the day.
So appreciate the live vessels that we interact with every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's time for our shout outs.
Okay.
This section of the show, we essentially will shout out each one of us. It's either a person, a business. It could be something that we want to communicate out to our audience to bring light to. So, Spank, do you have one this week?
I actually do. I have I'm all big on Black businesses. And one reason why I say Black businesses, I'm going to say minority businesses. And minority does not really mean a color this time or a race. It actually means that somebody that's being overlooked that does good work. That means that someone that's actually passionate about what they do. They actually want to be a repeated client, so they don't really give you a bad price. They give you, they treat you like they want to see you again. And being a homeowner, you're going to need little knickknacks. A lot of things that you can do by yourself. YouTube is here, yes. But I actually have a friend. His name is George Watson, and he's a painter. He paints professionally for a company, and he also paints on the side. And when you want to get somebody that actually take passion and time and love what he do, as far as from mixing the paint to the brush to your from his hands to your building or whatever, he interior outside or whatever, he does it, and he's on Facebook as George Watson. I don't have his information right offhand, but I'll be better prepared for this next time for my person, my place, my thing. George Watson, the painter.
So I'm going to second George Watson, also a good friend of mine, but he did work at my house.
There you go.
That's
So,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
George did. He came back and fixed a lot of things at my house that were done horribly.
There you go.
And he did it with passion.
Salute.
Confirmation.
He did it with absolute precision.
Confirmation.
Me and George go way back.
Yeah.
We go back to
Snoop.
to holler at Watkins.
That's
Oh, no.
Very, very
we,
long time.
we got that in common.
Yeah.
We all went to Watkins.
I got a second, 100% second.
Going to the dean.
Call George,
Mr.
Facebook, Instagram, whatever
Yeah.
you need to do, George Watson, 100%. I second that.
There you go. Confirmation. That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, well, check this out. I'm not going to shout out a business, a person, or nothing that. I'm going to shout out something I love for me. I'm going to be a little selfish.
That's okay.
And the place that I'm going to shout out is my lanai in the back of my house.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there. Passion of Christ. That's what we call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say this. My go-to place, my chi, when I get off work or when I'm having a long day is my lanai. I pull a chair out. Me and my wife, we make us a cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
We sit back there, we chat it up. My kids come back there. I give them advice. You know, I just feel like that's the best, especially when my grass cut. Now, if my grass cut,
Fool.
man,
Fool.
let me tell you. Oh, shit. Nah. So my place is my lanai for this evening.
Okay.
Not a person or nothing like that.
But it's a place.
Yeah, it's my happy place.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you have a porch or patio and you need to get away, if you don't have money for them tickets to Dubai, you know, or Jamaica or Aruba, go sit on your lanai and take yourself wherever you want to go. Whether you got a hookah, a cocktail, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Go have a good time, enjoy your private place, man, and make it what it is. Because that's what I do.
Okay. That's what's up.
That's what it is.
Very well taken.
So recently, I always point out either a charity, also small businesses, but this week we have to pay attention to what happened in Puerto Rico. This is 5 years after Hurricane Maria. Hurricane Fiona has essentially done the same thing. There is no power on the island at all, none. They're big on tourism, and a lot of times people can say, well, they shouldn't need no help. They should know if a hurricane coming.
No, ain't nothing.
You know,
You can't do nothing.
And people that say that are cruel assholes.
It's not that easy.
It's not.
Check them every time you get a chance. You hear that ignorance.
Please, if you have anybody that's talking bad about something that can happen to us, because we 5 minutes from the beach.
Yeah.
So you gotta be sensitive to those subjects.
I agree.
I don't care if you got $20, $5, $10. Please donate to a reputable organization. Look them up. There's websites that will give you access to the ones that are not just going to take your money and spend it on themselves. I know it's been some issues in the past, but we gotta help them. So make sure you put that in your prayers for them as well. I got some personal friends that have family there, and I'm praying for them every day.
Good
So I wanted to shout that out.
Absolutely.
Good one, Ken. That's all right.
I actually had an opportunity to go there this year. San
I saw
Juan.
the pictures. That's
San with my wife, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, a couple of friends.
Yeah.
It was
How you like it?
I love it. I got a chance to meet the people, and they explained to me about the politics. They're able to come here to vote,
Right.
but they're really not a part of it's like we should. And I think if you ever get a chance to look at the movie, it's a movie that's called Geostorm.
Okay.
And Geostorm is basically saying that it's a way to go up there and deal with these in space and whatever, and turn off different regions and areas and stuff like that, and trick off the weather a little bit.
Right.
And it's economy building sometimes. To raise the economy, we need more wood for windows. It's a way to bring down and come in and build it up. And by Puerto Rico not really wanting to be with us 100%, they've been getting some harsh stuff done.
Yeah.
And I got questions about that. That might be on another segment. But Geostorm, if you ever have a chance, check that out.
Okay. That's what's up.
All right, so looks like it's time to wrap it up, y'all.
It's a wrap.
So let's go ahead and start with the hits. We'll let you say goodbye first.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Hits, Cuts, and Bruises. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. T-Moe signing off. Thank you.
Cuts.
How you doing? I'm the Cuts with Hit Cuts and Bruises. But thinking about shit, that's how I said no. Just want to say, man, thanks for tuning in and giving us your attention. And all we're going to do is just be here for you and be here for this brand as so. And just give it to you like no other. We have a lot of competition, but there's no competition when you come straight from the heart. Hit, Cuts, and Bruises. We got this.
Preach, preach.
Yeah.
And finally, the Bruises. So I want to say thank you for taking your time. I know your time is valuable, and we appreciate you spending that with us. We accept all criticism, positive, negative,
Absolutely.
indifferent. Please help us. This is the only way we can improve with making this show. We plan on doing this and making more and more episodes, different locations. Y'all got show ideas, send them to us. We'll definitely take those. And if you just have overall concerns or questions, we're open to those as well. Social media tags are coming. If not, they're already up. So thank you once again for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.
Peace, love, and happiness.
That's right. Hashtag Hit, Cuts, and Bruises.
Yes, sir.